Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we are on air. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff this side off, take the weld down, get the fender skirt looking really good. I feel like it's a good way to sand it off right there, the weld where it's at. But then I'll snip all the welds off. We'll pull the fender skirt off. I've got myself a couple of door locks. We're going to try to apply them to the inside of the fender skirt. Then we're going to shove the fender skirt back on, and then we're hopefully going to see if that works. We got Doug in the house today. Doug's making the paint room. He left working on the paint room, and now he's painting it. We got the Bugatti out. Really, kind of gets the emotions flowing today. Pull the car and get to see it. It starts, it steers. Brakes are not hooked up, or else you'd have it outside running around, wouldn't you, sweetheart? Huh? But Doug's doing a good job on the paint room. That's going to look really nice. Going to be happy with that, I think. There's some things going to start happening, I guess. We better get prepared, and Doug's doing that right now. So let's do this. Let's get the fender skirts sanded off, just because I feel like it's a good place to sand it off right there. Appreciate everybody coming back. Jolene looks amazing this morning. Jolene got me coffee in bed this morning. Can't say enough about her. Can't say enough about her. All right, let's sand this off and then see what we got. Just trying to sand off the face of the weld. I got 18 gauge on this. I'm just sanding the face of it off. I'm not trying to take off all the weld, but I am trying to make it look nice. When you're welding something up, it doesn't look that great right at first. But basically, when you start drawing it off, then you can tell that when you overlap every weld, you can see that one continuous seam of weld there. That's what we want. That's how it turns out when you continue to overlap each one. If you do not, then you start getting pinholes. That means you have to go back and do it again. Hello, Fina. I know what you're looking for. You were over here earlier and I never paid attention. Huh? She knows where them treats are. That's slapped off and fitting pretty good. Now let's get the zip cut and knock it off and see what happens. This is the part where whether I've done it right or not, this is when it's going to tell the truth. right now when I knock it off, whether it stays in shape or not. This side here was pretty good when I put the round rod on it. I kind of made it fit a little bit better. On the other side, I kind of manipulated it and bent it while it was welded and made it fit. I'm hoping that everything stays in place. I'm going to knock the ones off down the bottom. We'll come to the top. We'll leave the top one, let it hang. We should cut that, and it should almost fall right off, hopefully. It is under pressure. It is under pressure. Just gonna put my feet underneath there so they don't fall off. Now see what's going on here probably now is I've got some of this round stock that I welded in there. It's probably crooked. If you know what I'm trying to say, it's not up in there straight, like it should be up in there straight. I probably got one leaned off like that, or both of them leaned off like that, and that's not why. That's the reason why it hasn't fell out yet. Hey, that's not probably the best thing, but I can. Huh? I make Fender skirts and they stay on. Sometimes. Hey, am I ever gonna have to bend those bad boys? All right, there's what's going on. You can see how that one's, right? Wouldn't take much, I don't think, just a little knock of the hammer. Let's see if we can get it back on. There's a hole there. There's a hole. Just like that. That's what we want right there. Beautiful, stayed in place. Everything's in shape. Everything's in shape. Fender skirt is on there. I don't mind it. I think I'd rather it on there tight than not tight. Got it tacked on good at the bottom, not going anywhere. It's got a few little places I want to tighten up. Down here I got to weld that up. But that Fender skirt is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous it is. One thing I want to do before I take the Fender skirt, I want to knock these little pieces of weld off and get them off the car because I don't like them. Just want to go easy taking the spots of weld back off. Basically, you're using it to tack that piece on. I don't want to harm what I got going on, so I really want to be careful what I'm doing. Down there, I see I have to fix. Got a little spot there, a little pinhole I put in it with the weld, and a little pinhole I put there, so I got to fix it. I got to fix it. Everything seems to be good. Put all our little places ground off. Now, we have not got, you can see where I took and ground the face of the weld off. Now, I still have not got the weld ground off here yet. I'm sort of going to wait a little tiny bit. I'm going to take off the Sharpies because I'm going to deal with it for a minute. But that's the area where I'm going to be able to make the gap that I want. I want it small. I must say that's probably, it's my opinion, my belly button. I feel like that's the fastest way to make a fender skirt, in my opinion. Round rod it, get it connected, get your pattern of your metal, roll it one way. Can you imagine if I went to the English wheel or something else to make that panel, when that panel turned out so nice just by rolling it once? Didn't take me no time whatsoever. If you go back through the time, you basically would know how long it took to make these fender skirts. But to me, like, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything nicer than that, unless when I get the heat too much to it, that I could take it out of place. I don't want to take it out of place, that's for sure. This is what I have. I have the two ends here that still have to be welded up a little bit. We'll make sure we do that. Then I have the little locks that we have. Put the locks on that. And what I plan on doing, or is what I'm hoping on doing, if I can get that in line with that square, then I can connect it here, here, and up here, and that way there, that should be good and right. We've got a round rod and we've got a lip coming out. So we got a lip. This is my lip. So I'm hoping that this lock here will go into my lip and hold it in place. If the lip is not big enough, I'm going to have to add metal to the lip or something to catch the lock. I want to bring it out as far as I can, so I might shave this end off here a little bit. It's overlapped a little bit, but I want that rod to go all the way through and have no issues whatsoever. And let my dog in. Good job, Fina. Good job. Let's turn the welder on and just clean up a few places on the fender skirt. That's what we're going to do. So you basically could go back and watch the videos of this fender skirt, and you could make a fender skirt yourself if you've never made one. If you want to try to make one, I suggest that you do if you want a set of fender skirts. But you have to realize you're going to end up damaging your car. You're going to end up damaging some of the car because you are going to use the car for let's see if I can get the right helmet, for a buck to hold your fender skirt where it needs to be. I'm kind of nervous on the driver's side on that fender skirt because, like I said, but just keep our fingers crossed. I'm gonna do a few more welds here to make this right. I just want to weld up the round rod before I apply one of these. Rounds on. Alright, that one's applied. Alright. Now, let's get a sander. We'll buff them off flat. Oh, wrong one. I used to grind all my welds with a hard disc, and then you know, I discovered the sanding pad. I find the sanding pad out sands or out grinds a grinder disc when it comes to sanding weld. I find it does a better job. If you had a bunch of weld and it was up in the air and you had a bunch of it you want to grind off first, yes. But to me, to sand something off, to have it look nice or grind it off to get prepared for something, I like the sanding wheels myself. Right off. Yeah, I want all that sticking out. I do, but when I stick it, when I go all the way, oh, that'll work. It's hot. I want this tab sticking down. That's what I want, because that's what I want. I'm going to turn on some air. Just want to keep the heat off it. Probably should have had it ready before I started, but I didn't. Sand this back. I know what you're thinking. I should get a little bigger air chuck. There's one. When I was in the store, you need a right and a left for these things to work right. You want the thing coming down. We don't want it stick up in the air. It could fall down and come out. But once that goes in, what the I got going on now? What's going on? Must be something stuck in there. Anyways, when I put that in, I want that coming down. It was funny when I was in the store, I was looking at this and I was, well, how am I going to get that to come down when it's this way? You know, you got your lock over here. How am I going to get that to come down? Like when I turned it over, it worked out fine. It was confusing me in the store, but it was okay. I didn't think there was a left and a right. How's that? So far in this this project, there's a length of ramrod, a piece of metal, and 2 of these locks. So we're into this fender skirt probably for, I don't know, how much are we into it for? Not a whole bunch. Now see this one here? I'm going to have to snip that end. I want that out as far as possible. I think I'm going to go there. And then I'll just sand that back. That's what I'm thinking. Gloves on. I've never used this locking system before, but I guess it seems like it could be okay. Where it was not welded. Yeah. Oh, don't want to do that. Yep, straight. Just want to knock a little bit more weld on it. Just a little bit. I don't feel like it's ever coming off, but I don't want it to come off either. Just gonna sand it off, make it look good. Alrighty. Now we have 2 locks on there. It's still not over. I have to put it back up in place, and I have to mark the holes, try to drill the holes, try to see if the holes are in. You know, remember, like I said, this fender skirt fits like this. The lip of the car comes down like this. I'm hoping that we're not pointed out too far with this. We want to get that in there, lock it down, same with this side. Get that in there and lock it down, and it should stay, hold it up in place. I'm going to put it back in place and see if we can't get get a mark on where it should be, or the hole should be drilled. And then we'll have a fitting fender skirt that we can deal with. I wanted to knock that off. Ouch. There we go. All right. As that far as it can go. Yeah, that fits really, really nice. Got a little bit of a gap going on there. That's fine. Now I don't want that to fall off. It's not falling off yet. I get to hold that up. Anyways, I'm just going to go for it. See if I can get a light and mark it where it fits. You know what I want? I want this little light right here. Now, it probably would be nice seems like it come down a little bit, doesn't it? I just have to get it in the right spot, that's all. I feel like this is good here. This probably would need a little spot there to hold that out. Bring that down in there, because it feels like it's in there a little bit, does it not? Yeah, it needs to be bent a little bit there. Didn't seem like it had that much of a gap there before. It didn't. No, it did not. This is what I'm going to do. Floor jack here. What I want to do is I want to make sure, if I can, get that underneath there. I want to make sure that's up tight and right. It's not going to reach it. That's what I'm going to do. Put that down for a second. Just anything at all. If I can get it to work, that's all I'm trying to do. Got a hammer up there in that. Seems to be tight and right, doesn't it? That one there. Maybe bring it down this way. That seems to be going forward a little bit, it does. I'm just trying to get it so it's in the right spot. Just let it down for a second. Get it more so in the back. See what happens there? Now it's up there tight now. Good, good, good. Alrighty. Let's get a hole put in that sucker. I can see that piece hitting right here. See it right here? Right there. Let's go to the other end. Hopefully I can see the same thing. Probably should have done all this before we dropped her, but there we go. I can see it, but it's hard to let go of the light and deal with it at the same time. Let that out of your hand, Hiltzy. Let that out of your hand. Yeah, you want to hold that? Right on the very edge, too. In there a little bit. Have to bend that some. Should be not an issue. That feels good, feels good. Just gotta be bent there a little bit. Should be fine. What's that? Yep. Looks like what?
Seems like it's right above the line.
Well, I gotta get my big fat head down here. When I push it in, it's where it should be. Alrighty. I have an issue. And the issue is, what's the issue? Now, what the issue is I have not enough of the wheel lip, or I think I don't have enough of the wheel lip to drill. There we go. And we can adjust that and play with that hammer then back and forth. You see me straighten that one out, so it just takes a little bit of time. Now, you can see here, I've only got that much lip going on right there. So I'm going to have to add some lip here. I am going to have to add some lip because when it hits way out here. And I don't... Alrighty, let's do something. Instead of doing nothing, I'm just going to weld a piece of metal on there. Get back and take a look at that. And that was the bottom of it. And that was the top of it. Okay. Just get a piece of metal and put a hole in it. That's what I'm thinking anyways. All that metal's cleaned up on that side. I could put a washer in there. What do you think? Maybe I'll just throw a washer in there. I think it'd be a little bit easier than throwing in a piece of metal. Say hi, Doug.
Grab a brush, Doug. I got one for each hand for you.
Oh, didn't he get crafty?
I need more paint.
Do you?
Yeah.
Stop painting so fast.
Okay.
I'm just joking. We'll do that here, Doug. I get this done. We'll go get some. Look at that now, would you? Perfect. So, I'm thinking that we need to apply these right in the right spot. That's what's going to happen. Got to be applied in the right spot. Yeah, it's kind of a, what can I say? Hard one to do without, you can't, hard one to do, to put it on exactly where you want it. But I need a...
Could you hang the washer on and put the fender skirt back on and have it like on the lock pad?
Jolene just come up with a great idea. Put the washer, we'll get the fender skirt back on. We'll put the washer on the lock itself, and then we'll push it out, and then we'll somehow try to apply the washer to what's going on there. See, what's happening is I have a 3/4 inch lip. The hole, the lock part is hitting out further because we have half of the lip missing because of the round rod, because we're in that far. Then we're right on the very edge for the lock to fit. When I put the washer on, there's only half of the lip showing, so it's really going to be hard to get that, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, just do it. All right, let's just do it. We got one here, one there. We'll put them on after we put the fender skirt. Let's put the fender skirt back on. Let's try it, baby. Let's try it. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's put it back on. It's nice that it hangs on there. That means it fits good. Sometimes. Just want to make sure where should be. Here, that one's there. We got our washer right here. We've got our welder way down there. Our welder right here. Go to that now, would you? See if we can't get that tacked on there. I'm basically going to shove the washer up on the lock. Hopefully I can apply the washer to the car. And I'm going to weld my sweaty hat on that car, but you know how that goes. Everything's still looking good. Haha. Thank you, my Queen Jolene. Thank you. Whatever. See where that washer went and done? It was scared and it took off. It knew I was going to weld it. Right now. Ooh. Now, you see that in there. It's just what don't I like? I want to make sure the lock comes out as far as it can. That's right. Right there. Stop it. Crazy. I think some of this stuff is easy, but it's quite something else to get something in place. Stop it. Can't get my arm down there. Can't see if I can get it locked on there. There it is. It's tacked on there. Good. Just tack the other side on. Hopefully it won't fall off. That's all I can hope for. True life struggle. Yeah, this has to get some shape I gotta make up here. I don't know why I'm so tight back, like I'm just so tight back here that maybe where I move that, if you know what I'm trying to say, I'm so tight right here, and I wasn't that tight back there before. It needs to go back that way. The fender skirt does. But I guess it doesn't matter if you can get this on. I just don't know how to get it. Maybe I can do this. Maybe. I doubt it. Maybe I got my head underneath the car. I can't squeeze or do anything. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that fender skirt has to go back. Some. Let's do this. Pull that back so we don't pull that off. Stop it. Yay. That's in place. Now I want that fender skirt to go back. Just wondering why that's. I've got you can see here, come look at this over here. You can see how the washers, how the hole is halfway on what's going on. That's what's giving me an issue, basically. I'm halfway on the hole. It's still going to be hard time to drill that hole. I might have to get the wheel off, but I would like the fender skirt to go back. What I'd like. How am I going to make the fender skirt go back? In my eye. Huh. That must pull the head. This front one is really if I jam this back, I want this piece to go back further. It's not lining up like it was before when I banged that. And I banged that way. See what happens. No, it's not it. There we go. A little better. And I suppose that could be settled, I guess, with... Yeah, so I'm thinking that could be very easily settled, this piece here, just by drilling a little tiny bigger hole, could settle it. I just don't want to go there yet, because I like how tight it fits. You don't usually generally get things that fit that tight and right. I'm going to go for it on this side. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to, I've got a mark on the fender skirt or the wheel lip itself. So I'm just going to go for it. My headache. That was my line. I want it. I need a washer. I lost that washer, I guess. Not sure if I lost it or what I did, but having a tough go, Doug.
I'm out of paint.
You're out of paint?
Yeah, I started in the second coat.
Okay, buddy. Fresh out of paint, he said. What's that, sweetheart? Bunch of shit in my head. Baby said you might want to wash your head off, but anyway. Huh?
I could buff that thing for you. Pretty tiny.
Stop it, Doug. Stop it. Making fun of me today. It's pretty shiny. It's not blinding or anything. I was gonna say, if that washer took off me again, I'm gonna be upset. Now I know where that washer is because I've seen it on there. I'm gonna try to tack it on there in place. Hey, I gotta get it going. I have no luck, baby. No luck. Then again. All right. Get my trusty pair of grips off here. And most cars with fender skirts have that little tab. Or I remember having a tab on the fender skirt that I had before on the no harm, no foul, you know. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill them holes out. And I'm gonna put that fender skirt on and make it fit. and then I can weld that up after. Once I get them in place, I'm all good. If you know what I'm trying to say, all good in the hood. Wipe off your head, she said. Alrighty, I need to drill a hole. Get a drill. We'll drill a little hole, little hole first, and then we'll go with the bigger hole. That way there I can get in that fender skirt without sliding off, because we only had half the wheel lip to drill, so it's going to be a small hole. And then the right size hole, and hopefully it works. I might as well grab a new one and play with an old one, hadn't I? Imagine. And I could have the car up in the air also with the wheel off and all that sort of stuff, but it's on the ground. This is where it's at. This is what I'm doing. Hoping that little pilot hole lets me shove a drill in there. Gonna get the air, get the die grinder, see if I can knock that out. See what happens. Got a mess. Kind of in a pickle, really. Like, it's not a good place to drill, not a good place to grind, not a good place for anything, really. Yeah. Don't make me happy, but whatever. Get a drill bit and go through it. Not bad. They're stuck on there. They're not coming off yet. Let's see what happens. If they stay on, that's awesome. Then I'll just come back and around and I'll weld that all the way around there and just buff it up nice. And I'll do the exact same thing on this one. But they have to be there and stay there for this to work. I'm so excited. I don't even want to find the hole. All right. Now. Work this a bit, I am. See? Nope, not going through that hole. The hole just needs to be a little bit bigger. What's going on up here? Oh man. Can't see it. it. All right, let's take it off. Going off and on better, that's for sure. Ouch! That hurt. Put this back on. True life struggle, people. True life struggle. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stop it. Probably get this in the air, be probably much nicer. It would be. That's down too low. By quite a bit. All right. Not doing so good. It looks like it's on the money, but it's not. Got the die grinder. That's what we got. See what happens. Hey. Get one to go through would be nice. There, check that again. That fits good there. That's coming on her. That's good. That's looking good. That's good. It's coming on her. It's almost in the holes where it's on an angle. It makes the hole bigger, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. It makes the hole bigger. Hey. What's in it on this side? Brr. Well, and that one's down too far. We're up too far. Alrighty, let's do this. Come on out. Let's do a little bit more. This hole has to be bigger, and that one has to come down. Now, I'm hoping this fits. Oh, look at that one, just locked. I got that one in, locked. Not yet. What's going on? My little light. Alrighty, I can see that one. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. There it is. Pull this off. Pull that out. Pull that out. See that? That didn't hurt me a bit. What? That didn't hurt me. Every once in a while, you get a slap around. I want to tear that all off, but you know what I mean? I have a little meat left there, but would be nice. Alrighty. Get this fit now. The more I take it off and on, the better it will fit. Right? Or should. That's, ooh, that one fits good. That one locks right up nice. Come on. Why no locky for me? What's going on? Again now. No, it's not up I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go down. Bonehead. I'm grinding it up and it has to come down. Unlock this one. Don't put your shins underneath there. Try it again. Getting thin. Have to build it up with some weld. Alrighty. Like that. This one here fits back here, fits nice. Or did. There it goes. Nice, nice and nice. Come on. I got it. Alrighty. One Fender skirt, and it fits better now, obviously, muscling it around a little bit. I did get it to fit, but I've got to do some work in a couple of places. I have to work in a couple of places. I have this issue right here. It's not fitting the best, and I'm going to make it fit better, no problem whatsoever. I'm going to take it over to my block and hit it with a hammer. But this, yeah, it's fitting. What can I say? I put 2 washers on there, stuck 2 holes in there, 2 door locks, pulled out. And the more I do it, the easier it gets. And what else am I going to say? It took what it took, really. That's where we're at, right down the bottom of that bad boy. See now, in all honesty, now I know where the wheel lip is cut out, I could put another washer on there, take that washer off where I die grind it out so thin, but I could tell by the wheel lip itself where the washer should go. So I could put a new washer on. But the one on the back I think is fine. The one thing in the back thing is fine. So I got a little bit more work to do. I got to refine it a little bit. I got to weld that washer on there, get that on there nice. I've got to deal with this washer. I don't know if I'm going to peel that washer off or not because I have a hole going through the wheel lip. So I know exactly where to put the washer to give me a little bit more meat on this side. I have this action right here I don't like. All this is actually perfect. That action right there I don't like, and I'm going to have to bend it. And I will bend it fairly easy. I'll just take it over to the stump, mark where I want to bend it, and just hit it with a hammer on the edge. It will not affect the fender skirt whatsoever, but basically there's where we're at. We're fitting really good. Not hitting the tire, not hitting the tire. So close, but not hitting the tire. That's what we want. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming back. I really appreciate it. That's what it took. You can also see that I got the carburetor on, and I did put the breather on. We should be fine. I did manage to set that there. It's not mounted yet, but I got it sitting there. Jolene's Bugatti's out and about. I don't know if Jolene walked around it or not. Did you walk it around or not? Jolene's Bugatti's out. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Let's go in the room here. Doug's got the... Look at that now, would you? Huh? Trying to clean this up a little bit. We're going to probably do a little bit of spraying. Doug's ripping these off. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Just pull them off, and we'll pull that all out, and we'll put a new filter in. I want to thank everybody for coming back. I have to do another one on this side. Not quite sure how. There might be an easier way. I'm not sure. It took me a little while to get the other side, but this side has to be done. And this side here, you remember, this is the one I did a lot of bending and all that stuff, mounting with under pressure. But thanks a lot for coming back, everybody. Come back tomorrow and we'll be here. We'll be doing something else, I guarantee it. We got the fender skirt fitting. Have a good day, everybody.